Matic, we've got Poly, we've got Wax. There's a million and one platforms. Everybody's doing these NFTs on different platforms. Some are cheaper, some are not cheaper, some are great for the environmental health, some are not. You know, people are arguing about, is Ethereum taking over, is it not? So Alex, we start this.
I think the first question is, why are we interested in Solana? And I think the answer is, a lot of developers that were in the room yesterday were saying that they've been waiting for a long time to get into the Ethereum 2.0 chain, and because it's taking a little bit longer than what they expected, Solana came around. Another group of people said that they were giving away grants and paying people to come over. So there was a new motivation for the developers to come over. And the gas fees, again, is what a lot of people are concerned about, that this platform is basically solving. So yesterday we went through, and I have some secret weapon URLs that I use to track traffic of websites, and we went back behind the scenes and started looking at Solana, Tezos, Ethereum, OpenSea, the different websites that make the most sense to participate in different blockchains, and we were looking at where the traffic was. Now Tezos, like Hickanunk and Calumet, have been around for a few months now, and when we looked and compared the amount of traffic that Solana's getting on some of their platforms that are only been around for a couple of weeks, they're killing it. So the user adoption is definitely like there, and there's a lot of money that's being exchanged on that platform. As far as like the NFTs aren't necessarily being sold for pennies, they're selling for, some of them I was looking at were for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So there's the price that you could potentially list for, and the people aren't scared of. The gas fees were also there was some really cool play to earn games that are being launched in the near future, and the artwork looks super dope. They had like a really cool generative art project with these apes in space. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, that's what's up. So we're gonna just go real quick. If you guys like to follow along with me, I went live on YouTube, and the information is being shared onto Airtime. Let me add that now so you guys on Airtime can see that. I hit the little popcorn button and search for my name, and we're gonna get this party started. Alexander.
So just on that point, Alex. So what we're kind of saying here is, you have obviously done some analysis on all the platforms that are currently getting the traffic for NFT space, and it appears that, you know, Solana seems to be winning in that financial space, with the potential of making, possibly making NFT, people doing NFTs, some additional money. Yeah, or just being in that space essentially.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of things that we also have to be concerned with, like being cross-chain agnostics. And if you don't take the time to learn about these different platforms and see what's doing, it might not give you the inspiration that you're going to need for your project. You might see something in your research or learn about something, and you're going to ask questions. And I ask a lot of questions in my journey yesterday, that I was like, okay, how do you do this? How do you do that? Where does this live? Where's that go? And just being able to identify all the different things that are going, give you the ability to get everything going. I'm just copying links and stuff. Sorry, guys.
So before you go into the real detail and the gems, there's obviously been a few drops lately on that. I do believe Tory Lane's done one of his recent drops that seem to be going a bit mental on the Discord on that Solana platform. Now, the reason I'm saying that is it a quick here to stay now, or is it a future one? Because you do find that, yeah, you'll find a number of new projects go to those platforms, and all of a sudden, yeah, it's all hype. And just back to the fact of OpenSea. OpenSea is what it is. It's a sea. If you want to be in a sea and you can't swim, go to OpenSea. But obviously, it's great. People making money. But obviously, new platforms in the early stages, there's not many people on those platforms, so those guys can see success.
Yeah, but there's an OpenSea
Yeah,
variation
the
that
reason
we
I'm saying
found.
that is it a quick here to stay now, or is it a future one? Because you do find that, yeah, you'll find a number of new projects go to those platforms, and all of a sudden, yeah, it's all hype. And just back to the
All right, I'm sorry about that. I thought I heard Mr. C speaking, but it was from the stream. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna show you where to start. Our journey is Solana dot. Well, we did a whole little research on the white paper. We looked at the white paper yesterday, so all that information is in the other thing. But just to go to Solana.com, this is where you're going to be able to learn about Solana. There's an information document right here that was broken down that you can easily explore yourself. They have a pretty cool layout as far as the way that they use the user interface to make you feel excited about the project. Lots of colors, makes me remind me of like a futuristic website. And this little button right here is explore the ecosystem. So the ecosystem is everything that's being built on the Solana website, and it looks like this will show us all the different platforms. And you can, they have currently 368 separate apps that are being built on this chain. And I went to the area that we most appreciate, which are the NFTs. So if you come to the NFTs, there's 74 NFT platforms that are currently built on the Solana, and we were scrolling through here and looking at some of the different options. I'm looking for certain things. I just usually right click and open them all just to take an idea and see what's available. I'm going to show you guys the first one that reminded me something closest to what we were used to seeing in the Ethereum blockchain, which was the C page. So I made a Google Sheets available um, over here with all the key lists of the cheat sheets. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is the wallet, which would be the first gateway to get into this space. So we're going to go to phantom.app, and that is the wallet that works the same functionality wise as the MetaMask that you're currently used to using in the Ethereum blockchain. So you just add it to your Google Chrome by clicking on this button. It's going to open this up. It's super easy, super simple. You're going to download this. I already have it, so it's not going to allow me to download it again. But once you have the little guy over here, it's going to look like this. I'm going to put my password in so you can see it. And it has your wallet address over here. It shows whether or not you're connected to the website that you're doing. You can buy Solana on multiple different platforms. The people yesterday were suggesting you use Coinbase because it's cheap and it's fast, and I can confirm that. When I went to send it, usually sometimes when I send off of Coinbase, it takes a few minutes. This was literally seconds. Then if you want to send it, you click, I don't have any money in this account, so if you want to hit send, you're going to be able to hit this button send, and it's going to give you a place that you're going to want to copy somebody else's wallet address. So this would be your wallet address that you'd be able to send somebody that they can send money to you, or you can do it the other way around. The next thing is your collectibles. So once you start collecting NFTs, they would live in this tab. Over here is an exchange, so you can select different coins from USDT, USDC, Serum, and Radium. We're going to close that for now. So those are the only coins that you can hold in this specific wallet. This shows you your activity and your transactions, and then there's your settings and everything over here. So that's what you need in order to interact with the blockchain. The next thing that I suggest you guys taking a look at is the marketplace. So Solana.art was the first one that was recommended by the group, and it's pretty cool. I think it looks close to OpenSea, but it has a little bit more color. So okay, so over here you guys can see that there's different collections. There's the hottest collections, the newest collections coming soon. So if you're looking for the next drop that might be cool, this would be the area to find out. So it looks like there's little army men and Infinity Labs and Legends. Let's
So,
check
Alex, I missed that. What was the marketplace that you mentioned?
Solana RT. So it's like solanaart.io. So check that out. And I was checking out this one, which I thought was pretty cool, which is the Monkeys, the Degen Ape Academy, and they had all different kinds of apes that were in this 3D format with different outfits and everything. It just looks cool. I like it. The art. I just like the art. So one of the things that I don't um, want you to get confused with is they changed where things are. So on the top left hand corner next to the name, they have the Twitter account, the Discord, and the website. So that gives you the ability to identify where that is. There's an area right here where it says the price sales. I don't think so. It looks like it's on a low streak, but it went as high as the average price for each one was 220 Sol, and they had 78 sales on September 11th. So, but there doesn't look like there was a lot of volume compared to some of these other days where they had 954 sales and the average price was 84 Sol. So you're probably going to ask the next question, how much does Sol cost compared to your current fiat? So the best place they suggested yesterday was CoinGecko, and we go into CoinGecko, you push this button, and then we're going to search for in the search functionality for Solana. And if you come over here, Solana's, this isn't it, this is the wrong one. It's SOL, and it's currently evaluated at 135.49 per Sol. So if you want to do a conversion from USD, you're going to go here and look at this price. So let's say 86 Sol, which is here, you put in 86, that's $11,652 is what these assets were being sold at on an average on this day over here. 84, they had 954 Sol. So this day had 3,020 at 24 Sol. So 24 is about $3,251. So the day it launched, possibly, let's see, I don't know what day this was. August 15th, they sold 3,020 of them for approximately $3,200 in American dollars, which is pretty impressive for a platform that just launched, right? So I'm gonna take a look at this other project that somebody sent me. Which,
so, Alex, sorry to
That's
recap
crazy, bro.
on what you just said. So the first step that you mentioned was to download the Phantom wallet. Can you just spell that website out so we get that correct?
sure, it's PHANTOM.app, and it's a purple circle with a little ghost flying in it.
Okay.
And it was super easy to set up. To just I'm gonna make a little video later today that's gonna walk you through all the steps in the shortest amount of time possible, so you guys can download that wallet. The next thing is Soul Punks. So I got a DM from somebody and they're like, you gotta check this out. So let's go check this out. Here's the price history for what's being sold. So this is showing me that people are spending 8, 7, 6, 9, 10. So what is 10 Sol worth? These are being sold, let's say 9 Sol. So right now, 9 Sol, you could buy a punk on this chain for $1,219. Not too shabby. So let's see where the history is, price history. Now I usually go for the all, and They were minted over here. 575 of them were minted, I believe, for 6 Sol was what they were selling for. I don't know what they minted for, but they were being sold for $812. On this day, which is August 1st, they had 1,236 sales, and the average price was 24 Sol. 24 Sol right now is worth approximately 32, is that right? $33,251. And then they had another day, August 30th, where the volume was approximately 1,527, and the average price is $32.35 Sol. So 32 is 4,335. So that's pretty cool compared to some of the numbers that I was seeing on other platforms that were brand new. So I'm gonna go back to the home page of this, and let's see if there's anything else that looks super cool. New collections, internal beings. I think there's one of these was like a super drop yesterday or today. I don't remember which one it was. I didn't know what this platform was, so we just found out about it yesterday. So we're looking over here. The floor price is 2.67 Sol. The amount volume traded is 19,000 Sol, and there's currently 2,304 owners, and the items are 3,413 out of 11,000. So these, I believe, are still being minted. So let's go to the website by clicking on that little tab at the top. It says that they're sold out. So I guess I'm not following where they're getting these numbers from. Or maybe there's only a certain amount of items that are for sale. That's why we're only able to see that number. So price history. Let's see what the latest sales we're doing. So the latest sales are for 2.64, 2.68, 3, 2.66. So let's take a look at what that looks like. How much is 3 Sol worth? 3 Sol is worth $406. So these little guys are for, what did I say? Approximately 400 bucks for these little bugs. And let's see what their price history looks like. So the price history over here, you're looking at, it's too new. There's not enough data. They don't have anything here, but it's showing us how many sales were made total and the volume traded, which was in this top corner over here. Let's go to one more project, and then I want to see some other things as well. Let's see, top collections in the past 7 days. So I hit the back button. I guess this is just under the tabs collections, and this is going to show us that this Space Gecko, Galactic Gecko space, has $104,000 in Sol in transactions. So let's click on that. And these things are, the floor is 27.4 Sol. So let's take a look at what 27 is. 27 is about $3,600 in USD. So that's what the floor is of this. If we wanted to recently, so we can go from low to high like we can in OpenSea and check all the price changes and stuff, the oldest, the newest, recently listed. This is a way you can filter and sort by. Let's see if I click on these buttons. Do they do anything? Nothing. Owners, nothing. Nothing. So I want to click on one of these assets and see if there's a way to view the token right here. So here's where we could view the token. Now I believe this is going to bring us to a scanner called solscan.io, which is similar to etherscan.io, and this is going to give us the information similar to the same format that we're used to doing. So I want to see, how do you find out what the token is? Let's see if this is the way to do it. I'm going to click on this, which is just showing me transactions. This is not what I want. So let's go back. I want to know how many holders of this project there's been. So this basically shows us the metadata, which is like pretty cool. So you can see what there is in the metadata. This shows you how many owners were holding this, transactions of this specific asset, and who it went to and from. But I'm looking for, what is mint authority? There was 5 creator addresses. So there's a royalty split area. So this is something interesting I haven't seen before. There's 5 separate wallet addresses, and there's 11% going to this wallet, 37% going to that wallet, 15% going to this wallet, and 37% going to this wallet. So this asset has a 5 split for this asset. So every time it gets sold, those 5 people are getting paid out based on their percentage. So that's new.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is. And let's see, token account. I don't know where to find. It has staking account. I'm gonna have to find out more information about this so we can go into more details about that. But that's how you would get to the Etherscan part. Let's see if I can't use this website to sort by filters, except right here. Let's see. This is sort by attribute. So it's on the center instead of on the left hand side, and this gives us a list of all the different rarity rankings. I believe that the number is not how many units there are, but um, how much value. I don't know how we can test that, but aggression. Okay, so the lower numbers are at the top, and they're worth more. So these are worth 50 SOL compared to 27. Then I would go to these 27 of them. These are 30 SOL. So this is how I would go through and try to find the best properties. This one has 24 of them, and they're 43 SOL. So if you're looking for a rarer unit, you look for the lowest number. Captive Ears has 23. So sometimes you could find like a really good um, asset for, so Ghostly White is 79 SOL to 81, 94, 123. So this just gives us an idea of how to look at the attributes and sort by what we would want to buy based on a trait. And I'm going to close this one, and we're going to go to another marketplace that I think you guys should check out, which was, I think it's called SoulSea. Let me see if I can Google it. SoulSea dot something. SoulSea.io. So this is the closest thing to OpenSea as far as UI, UX, and user experience. I'm going to just put that here. Oh, it was here. Okay, delete. Alright, so SoulSea looks like this. It has your hottest collections over here, and they have like, they're trying to make me bits on Soul. There's different things. So let's try to explore NFTs. So NFTs by themselves are just individual NFTs, or we can go by collections. So this is where you can find artists who are promoting a single piece, or generative. What's that?
Are you still streaming?
Yeah, I believe so.
On airtime?
Yeah. All right. So we got over here, instead of exploring individuals, I'm going to hit collections, and here's where you're going to be able to see different collections. So we got all different types of projects. It looks like the Ape Academy is also being featured over here. I heard a lot about Aurori. They do have the blue check mark, so I believe we should deep dive and figure out what the criterias are to get a blue check mark, so we can see which projects are either doing the Um, the best. There looks like there's some not safe for work stuff. Oh, look, somebody has piggy banks. Let's check this out. So they got piggy banks with all different textures, which was an idea I had. Um, so it's kind of cool to see somebody did it. Let's see how it works. The floor is 2.49 Sol. Let's see what the collection is. So this is where they have the different data, and here they got mythology. Let's see. Let's go with the myth. You click on this button. I don't get anything. Let's go on epic. Nothing. Rare. Nothing. Okay, rare are going for 100. Oh, it shows the ranking. So this is showing you a 160 rank, and it's 19 Sol. This one doesn't show up. Uncommon. So this is a 97, and it's only 14 Sol. This one's 4 Sol with the same ranking. So 4 Sol compared to 14 Sol, and it's the same rarity ranking. I guess you could choose whether or not you like the pattern or the shape of it. Just things to take a look at. This one's 2 Sol, and it's 86 rarity ranking. So this information on this panel just gives you a new way to look at the same information, but giving you a little bit more data. So that's just another cool thing. Let's take a look at the apes now and see how that works. So there's backgrounds. There's let's see, acid trip. So acid trip is a rank at 700. This one's 500. This one's 62. 300. So these aren't even showing up. Albino blue. So albino blue is 24 ranking. So this is an 87 rank for 149 Sol. Let's see what the red ones. Nothing. Regular blue. Nope. Yellow. A yellow is ranked at 128 and is 100 Sol. So the difference between these two were this one's actually cheaper and has a better ranking. Or what is these stars? Now I'm trying to figure out that. That's what I thought it was. Let's see. Yeah, rarity score is the star. So some people might list it because they like the way it looks, and others might list it based on its rarity. So you should be aware of that. Let's go to the next website that we saw that was pretty cool. For those DeFi people, they were suggesting that we take a look at Mango Markets. Paste and go. So you can check this out over here. This is where you're able to do your trading, and you can start trading by clicking this little button right here. It brings you into a new UI UX, except this. And this gives you the ability to do trading similar to some of the other apps that you might be using currently on the blockchain. In order to see these, you'd have to connect your wallet. So let's click the wallet. You're going to have to put in your password. And it has a button here. It says auto approve transactions. So we're going to just click that for now. So now it gives you the ability to put your price, your limit orders, your sell orders, how many units, what you want to sell it for, and this is if you're interested in doing trades and stuff like that. So that's a cool website to know about. Let's go back over here. This is another similar site. Control C. This is another financial one. Paste and go. And it looks super simple. It just looks like a sushi swap type user interface. You select the coins that you want to go in and out of. Has a list of a lot, and you can go in and out of pretty much the same amount. So this to me looks like a sushi swap. We could do a little bit more deep diving and figure out what this has benefit wise over some of the other swapping. I'll do some deep diving later this week to figure that out for you guys. Let's see some of the other things. the VR. This looked cool. I didn't really get to deep dive, so we'll take a look at this. This looks like a VR walls, so you can basically create little galleries, visualize your exhibitions. No special hardware or software required. Everything is online. So let's see, if you're an artist, we can click this and it shows you virtual reality, augmented reality, become a part of the VR all art community. So let's see, what does it cost? I actually want to see what this does and what this does. So that website link doesn't show anything. Explore exhibits. Oh, here's the featured one. So let's go to one that looks cool. This one looks cool. This one looks cooler. This one's in China. Let's check a look at this. So this might be like a metaverse experience inside the Solana blockchain. I can't read it, so I don't know what it's asking. It's saying loading. And then it says use your ASWD keys for your walking around. So it just gave me a start. I'm gonna hit the view and I can use the mouse to move around. Dude, this is, shit. I hit a button and it just reloaded. Now it has to re-download, launching, start. So this looks super high quality. I'm looking at the picture frames, have like a gold metallic look on it. There's a door, a lot of text on the wall, like if you were in a museum. They did an amazing job. Let's see if, nope. Hello? What's up, buddy? I'm doing a live stream. I'm on a live stream right now. You want me to come when? Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. So, I clicked on a button, it showed me a house. It's not for sale, but it looks like you can have statues available and then the NFTs available for purchase right there. So this looks pretty cool. Let's check one more out. It's loading. I wasn't able to use, drag your mouse to look around, click on the floor to move. Okay, so I guess they each have different rules. So I can click my thing over here. It's like a little area. It has like a campus looking with a castle outside. It looks photorealistic. I'm looking at the floor. I'm gonna walk over here. I could take a look at this painting. The details are pretty good. It has light switches. Let's see if you could turn the light switches on and off. Nope. So we're gonna walk over here, take a look at this. They're way too close, so I'm gonna walk maybe right here so we can appreciate the art and see it in frame. So, dude, this is pretty cool, man. I'm liking this. So now you can have your own space inside the metaverse, and it's super cool looking. It's not pixelated, and you can do your little logos and stuff on the wall. Come on, that's pretty wild stuff. I want to know how much. How much? Where do we go? For
which site is this, bro, that you're on?
it is VRALLART.com. So I think this could potentially be the place.
Sorry, my pen wasn't my pen. Say it one more time, bro. I'm sorry.
VRALLART.com. So reduce expenses, lower the cost of presenting in brick and mortar galleries by exhibiting in a virtual space. It's quick and easy to set up, and it's limitless time and space. So extend your lifetime of your exhibition and showcase art regarding its size and how long it's going to run for. But it's not opening the pricing page, so I don't know how much it costs. But I'm going to look into that for you guys. I think this is pretty cool.
Super cool, bro. Looks great. What is the name of the network that Solana is on?
I don't know. Ask somebody in the room that might know that question. I don't know. Anybody in here know the answer to that one?
I'll find it.
All right. Is it not Solana? Solana's not the network?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Ivana Ivcevic is showing a new series of drawings in the show titled Mother Tongue at Eugster, Belgrade, thus returning to this particular medium after several years. The artist is immersed in the personal flows of learned and unlearned life lessons, and within that process of collecting and calculating the impressions, among other things, she is sensing a possible way forward. This therapeutic procedure is also open to the viewer, who...
Alright, the keyboards don't work, but this one had audio in it, which is kind of cool. So, I like this. I'm going to look more into that. I want to know how much it costs and if it's price effective wise for people to jump in there and put their stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dopest metaverse gallery I've ever seen, to be honest. That's like some straight up VR. I wonder if this is a real gallery that they digitized, bro. It looks that good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then the next place that you guys should check out, if you want to buy your like .sol, you can come to naming.bonafide.org, and this gives you the ability to register your name. So if you want to get quasar.sol, you'll be able to come in here real quick and do what you need to get your domain name.
Too fast. Naming dot what again?
Bonafide.org.
Bonafide. Okay. Thank you.
And this gives you, it's kind of funny how they did this, but it's an auction for 7 days. So you have to put a bid on your name. The minimum bid is $20 in USD. And then if somebody else likes your domain, so right now there's 2 hours and 33 minutes left on Istanbul34.sol.
I'm going to get NFTs.tips.
Oh, but I think also like if you try to search for the domain name or something like be very specific, right? Because the next time you put the name again, the price would go up, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so every time somebody places a bid, the price goes up. So you got to be careful, and you want to kind of do what you do. My suggestion, and this is how my brain works, is if you're going to buy your name and you think that it's a name that people are going to want, like let's say you bought NFT.sol and you think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to see that when they go on here, I would think about what time zone you want to be, what time zone is the least amount of traffic on this website. And if you think you're going to be doing it at noon or 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock when everybody's available, if you do it then, there's a high possibility that it's going to be during peak hours and people are going to be going to the website by default and see your domain expiring at that time frame. So maybe using your thoughts to figure out maybe doing it on off-peak hours at maybe 3, 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. or midnight when there's less traffic on the internet. It might be more traffic in other countries, but you have to kind of figure out where majority of the traffic's coming from. But that's how I would look at this. To get like high traffic names, So what time is it now? It's 9 o'clock. I have a little bit more time right now. Does anybody else want to share any other websites that we can go explore now?
Alex, can you put the links in the YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll do that. I can't do it now because I'm running the stream, but as soon as the stream's over, I'm going to create a quick little video to onboard you there. This is another project that looks super dope. It's called Star Atlas. It's not live, I don't believe yet, but they have a marketplace. They have spaceships. They have little avatars and unlockables. So let's scroll down and see what this is. So the depths of the universe, the space of technology tomorrow. So look at these avatars, dude. These things look amazing, right? Photorealistic faces, hair molecules, freaking meat, crazy looking robot alien dudes. Some pretty wild stuff here. So live and prosper. Let's see what we're doing. Explore. These are the spaceships. Look at that. Wow, that looks like the Titanic in space. And then they got like these dude, they're doing a really good job creating these like visuals to make you want it, you know? So let's see if I hit this button, play now. There's an area where it brings us to, it says play now. I don't know if you can play. So this is bringing me to the marketplace, and it has collectibles. There's like little posters, there's tickets, there's different rarity rankings. These are legendary. There's ships. We could buy ships. So you could buy a ship.
This is all on Solana? This is all on Solana?
Yeah.
Crazy. StarAtlas.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are structures. So let's say you
Go
want
back to that dragon. Go back one page on the bottom. That's sick.
this dragon. Which one is that?
Go back to.
One more collectibles.
Yeah, go back to collectibles.
Are you talking?
That's crazy, bro.
Go
What?
back one more.
One more? I don't
On
know.
the bottom.
This one?
No, collectibles.
I think I like this network better than Tesla's network, bro.
Dude, 100%.
And Hickok combined.
Yo, you could keep Hickenunk all day. Yo.
I was just on there last night for the first time.
Anybody that names a website that you can't pronounce or spell, they can stay in their lane. Where are we going? I don't see no dragons, dude.
Look at the bottom row, second to last.
This dude? Tiju? This one?
All the way on the bottom. Yeah, the second to last thing. That green thing.
Alright, it looks like a little fox, not a dragon. I'm looking for like some crazy ass beast. So there's an all
What's a
access.
pet?
So check this out, dude. You could get like medals of honor to get into different parts of the game. That's cool, man. I love this. I like it a lot. I want to play. I don't know if you can play. Let's see if there's events. It shows us a bunch of stuff that has no value to me at this moment in time. Leaderboards.
Is there a Discord? Is there a Discord?
Oh yeah, probably 100%. I got this tip off about 6 months ago.
What?
Yeah, I just wasn't interested back then.
Gotcha. Yeah. I hear you.
Dude, the amount of information that gets thrown in my face on a daily basis, it's a lot. So it's like taking the time. Now I wanted to do this. Yeah, I'm getting called to go to another country. All right, let's.
But we see the qualities there. We see the development is there. The user interface is there. The different platforms and the different websites are all. It's ticking. It's popping over here, guys. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
Now, just a word of to disclose, we are still super early. Yesterday I was clicking around and there was a lot of buttons that weren't working and a lot of websites that were down. There was traffic that was being pushed to a website and it wasn't capable of handling it. So just understand that we're still super early in this space and not as early as the people who are buying Solana at 30 cents, but we're at the beginning, and now the development is giving a reason for the coin to go up in value. Let's show you this. The max time on Solana, at one point you were able to buy Solana for about 60, 70 cents, 58 cents, 57 cents. This was in June of 2020. So from June, it went to, let's say January, it went to $3. Now it went up to let's see if we, March is where a lot of us were in. If we started buying Solana at $14, it would have been at $135 today. So look at these charts. Like the people that I follow, they show me, if you look at these charts and they're going up consistently, even though there's a few ups and downs, this is the market correcting itself. It has to correct in order for it to go, but on a regular basis, it's going up, 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 up. So if you bought Solana on this day, it would have been $189. and then it dropped down to 135. So when you're trying to get into projects and doing different things into, like, I recommend learning how to read charts and trying to buy on what is called the dip. So right here, $122 is the dip, and it could potentially go back down as low as that, and maybe lower. It could go as low as this one over here. Resistance is $73, $71. Realistically, if you look at how fast they go up and then when they crash down, is this, like, here was I think, like, where it's trending. I don't know if there's a way to zoom this in. Let's see. All right, this makes it bigger for us to see. Max. So we're looking at this area right here where it
Control
looks.
F4, I think. And a Control F4 plus.
Yeah. All right, so this is nice. So you see right here that there's like a little notch in the market, and this was on April 17th. So it went up, it peaked, and then it came right back down, but it never went lower than this. So 25, 24, 77. So it went right there. So this peak could potentially mirror something like this, and it could go potentially as low as even here, which would be $23. Is it likely? I don't think so. Now that they're getting more and more developers on board, they'd have to drop the ball pretty hard to lose the trends. But look at the how do you zoom out of this? Let's go back to look at the volume. These little candlesticks down here is the amount of volume that's traded. So over here, the volume was like 8 million, 10 million, 20 million in volume traded. But then if you come over here on this highest day, it's 16, what is that, billion? $16 billion worth of money being transacted in, 12 billion. And now it's going down to the 2 billion, and this was only in the millions. Yeah. So 92 million was the first day of it opening at 95 cents, and it eventually dropped down to 51 cents, and it was only trading at $2 million in volume. So it went from millions to billions. So you're gonna have to, the paper hands, they're gonna have to shake enough of them out to lose those people, or they're gonna have to pull profits in order for that to go down and hit a crashing point. But when you're getting into projects and you feel like that there's a little bit of a up and down, definitely don't buy up here. This is usually when everybody's getting excited about stuff and they're like, yo, you gotta check this out, this is the spot, everybody's gonna be here. Usually that's not the case, so just be aware of that. I think that's pretty good for now. Are you confident? You want to learn anything else? Is there any other websites that we should know about? There was this.
Any interest in Ethereum NFT tips here?
Ethereum NFT tips.
Just check out Winter Bears. That's all.
Winter Bears. And where do I find that?
It's Pudgy Penguin guys.
Winter Bears NFT. Alright, here they are on OpenSea. Here's their Twitter. Here's their website. So what makes this attractive to you?
It's just the team, the Pudgy Bear team is pretty impressive.
So let's take a look at the roadmap. Let's see, this is one of the first things I do is I open this tab and I open up this tab. And then I look at, alright, what am I looking at? So they're only got 2,600 people in the Discord. They have 867 tweets. So that means that there's a lot of tweets, and then there's 3,000 followers on here. Let's look at how many. They're getting 81 reshares and 231 likes on a pinned tweet, but the rest of them are kind of like non-existent. So So I'm not a big fan of the artwork, so this isn't something that I get excited about. The next thing I look at is where's the floor. So you go from low to high, then you hit buy now, and this will give you the ability to see what the price floor is. So it's 0.195, even though it says 0.2 on here. So this is just a little trick that you should be aware of. So I click on this and it's going to tell me approximately $571 in USD for us to identify. Let's see the properties. Is it on Rarity Tools? Let's go see Rarity Tools.
No.
Oh. Well, we gotta check. We could have added it. So let's go all collections and winter bears. Not there. So that doesn't give us any value. Do you know about Rarity Sniper?
Yeah, on Discord.
Yeah, so you could use Rarity Sniper to see if there's anything else over there that could add value so you can make a better decision when you're purchasing, which takes a long time, and there's like a time limit buffer that kind of sucks. The next thing I look for is details. I go in here, I click on the contract, and I click on this little button where it says the token. Let's see if something's buggy on this. Oh, come on. It won't let me open it. So I'm going to copy this link and put it in a different browser window. Let's see, let's put in Firefox. Paste and go. Let's see if this works. So now I'm going to click on this area right here, and this is going to show me holders. So what I look for, I hit this little token chart, and then I click from 100 to 500. So this gives me a good understanding of who's in this project and why should I care. So it looks like there's quite a few .eth addresses in here. Artchick.eth is at the top with 252 of these, and there's, let's see if there's any other names that I recognize. So I'm just looking for names that I recognize, that I know jump into projects and usually don't lose money. Because if they lose money, I don't necessarily want to track them because they don't really have much strategy. So strategy is when you win. So I'm not seeing any names that are popping out to say, oh yeah, I know this guy.
Thank you. I love the analysis. It's really helpful.
Alex only wants winners.
Dude, it's yo, these projects are thousands of dollars per mint. You know, like sometimes you get in a secondary market. If you're not getting in at the beginning, you're not winning. So the bottom of this 500 is 4. The top is 256. So let me show you how I do this. Then I click on this name, and I look at everything that's going on in here, and I'm trying to look at transactions. This is so difficult to read. So let me just go back here and copy the name of the ETH address. What happened? Come on. Enter. And no, I want to go back. So Artchick, I copy her URL, copy this. Then I open OpenSea. .io/, and then I hit Command V and put her name. Now, I'm a maniac. I'll open up a Google spreadsheet and then I'll sit here and copy all this information and track it and watch what she's doing. Now I triangulated her. Now I know her Twitter name, her actual wallet address, so I can go and look it up on other platforms. I look at, let's see, copy this. Then I go into this one and put in Dap.
But that's the other thing, Alex, why you're doing that. You know, how many of these, other, buyers are really going onto these platforms looking for art to really buy and maybe shift around on these platforms? Most of them stuck on, the Ethereum network.
Yeah, so this is the next thing I go to is the Dap Radar. I want to see what this wallet's worth. So I'm gonna put this and paste this in here and open wallet. And this is gonna give me approximately, oh, she's only worth $1.48 million. And that's just in tokens. Let's see what she's doing in her NFT stuff. So she's currently holding a punk at 358,000. She's got a Bored Ape at 133,000. She's got this one, which is worth 16,000. It's a punk. I believe that's the comic book. She's got this one, 16, a Mimit worth 12, Pudgy Penguin worth 8,000, Women of World worth 8,000. So to me, this gives me a little better understanding of what assets they're collecting. It looks like she has quite a few of these Women of the World, and it gives me the confidence. Let's see if I click on this. Her whole collection's worth approximately 1.7 million. And she has 68 Women of the World, one CryptoPunk. She owns 252 Winter Bears, a Bored Ape, a Sad Girl Bar, which she has 178, and this is $75,000. I don't even know what this is, but this is how I find out about these projects. So she's got a bunch of those. Wave on Chain, she's got Crypto Chicks. I think these are little chicks. No, just regular chicks. So she's a female supporter, so I guess any project that has that My Little Orphan, $26,000 worth of assets in there. They didn't populate in this. Boss Beauties.
She is balling.
Yeah, so this is a one person who you have to do your own homework. She has 18 Party Penguins. She has 3 Evos. Vogue collection, and then she's just got a bunch of singles or not worth so much money in here. But these people, just because they have a huge portfolio, doesn't mean that they're winning. You got to do a little bit more of a deep dive to identify if this wallet's even in the green or in the red. Some of these people have spent, 1,000 ETH, and they're negative 998 ETH, and their profit is only 1.87 ETH. So, if
how are you checking the profit?
Oh, you gotta pay for tools. Those tools cost $2,500 a month. So I don't want to tease people with that data unless they're willing to spend the money to get that data. But
this is where the partnership comes in of sharing tools and sharing that pool of tools and paying into that pool so you can get access to these tools.
Yeah, well, the problem with the access to those tools is there has to be trust on top of that. Like you need a wallet address to open up those tools to even be able to get into that zone. Let me just show you some other things that I think are really cool. I love this website. If you guys haven't, I'm not going to share the link on the vocabulary, so if you're following the stream, you'll be able to find it. But this one shows us a lot of really good stuff, and you'll be able to find that on the stream. If you're not following the stream right now, the fastest way to get to that link is to go to NFTs.tips/start, fill out that form, and then we're gonna send you a link to the airtime where it was streaming. Let's go back and stream it again. Unbelievable, dude. Let's go back here. Play now.
By the way, Alex, just how long have we been on how long have you been on this YouTube stream?
58 minutes.
Right, so 58 minutes. You have taught me how to connect to Sol, buy Sol, and I've now minted 2 items on the Sol C network online called Broken Hearts. So thank you very much, sir.
So how do we find that? I want to take a look at that. I want to go look at that.
Right, so good question. So I should probably tweet it, shouldn't I?
So if we go to your tweets, what's your Twitter name?
Right, so my Twitter name is, give me a second because I'm going to tweet it right now.
So we go to twitter.com/ I think it's play something.
So my Twitter name is DJ Daddy Chris, as you know.
DJ Danny Chris.
Daddy Chris.
DADDY.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So we're going to the thing.
So I'm just about to tweet it. Yeah, so I do believe I've just tweeted it.
So what's this thing? You gotta tell us about the Metaverse Gods. What's that?
Oh, the Metaverse Gods. So the Metaverse Gods is essentially a collection of gods that I have just introduced into the metaverse, and it is essentially generative art. So I have used a combination of generative art, AI, and motion and music that I've produced to create these gods. So essentially, it's a new project that I'm working on, just enjoying creating art. You know, as I do, Alex, you know me, I'm just creating art and enjoying it, not necessarily trying to say, hey, you know what, come and join all my collections, because you know what, I'm still not at that stage yet. But at the same time, I'm creating loads of beautiful art and combining my music with my motion skills and any other apps that I know how to use to create different types of art. So that one particularly, I actually really love that one. I think it looks sick.
I agree. I concur. And I'm proud of you that you didn't just stop at taking an image that you got some GAN art app to build, but you went above and beyond and made it multi-dimensional with animations and birds flying and sound effects, and you created this little promo video that makes people go, I want this.
Excellent. Thank you, man. And the other thing that I'm doing, actually, it's funny you said that, Alex, because let me do a quick PTR for you of something that I'm actually doing that you might find interesting. You might ask me some questions about it, but let me show you what I'm kind of doing in the background as well. And I think people will find this interesting, because I know a lot of people will probably ask, how the hell did he do that? Let me see if I can find it.
I just wanted to jump in real fast. I thought you were Mr. C from The Shaman. I don't know if you're familiar with Mr. C from The Shaman. He's a DJ as well.
I am a DJ, but probably not Mr. C from The Shaman, but I am a DJ. It's funny enough, you might have even caught me in some of these clubhouse rooms, mate. Yeah.
Super famous dude though, but yes, one of my favorite all-time bands. So yeah, but big ups to you though. I love your work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. PTR. So this PTR is another idea that I'm working on in the background, in the sense that, as I said to you, I'm doing the generative art, but I'm going to be mixing it up with animation, motion, and music, which kind of adds all the skills that I've got. I do music production. I've got loads of tracks. I do, use loads of arts to do stuff. I've come across generative art. I'm starting to use that. But I actually also want to combine it in a book. So if you look at my PTR, you'll see a book, and that is one of my books. So essentially, one of the things that people will be getting as part of one of the projects that I'm trying to work on is a book of my generative art and access to the artwork that I'm producing and some of the music. And I wasn't here to shield, by the way, but Alex asked me a question, so there you go.
Did you hit that button on Solana? I want to see if you posted that thing yet.
It, mate, it's posted on my Twitter.
All right. Broken Heart?
Yeah.
All right, clicking on it now. I'm looking at the Nifty Gateway stuff that's being sold on Nifty Gateway, dude. It's pretty wild. This is funny, dude. They got mouse traps with the social networks on it. And it has like little likes in there, dude. That's classic. The like trap. I'm gonna save this image for inspiration later. Alright, let me close this window. Let's go back to you. So you minted this on Solana in the last few minutes. You're selling it for 1 Solana, which was approximately, let's see, 135? 135.
Yeah.
Looks cool, man. Is this generative art?
Yeah, this is a generative art piece. One of the pieces that I'm going to be adding to the book.
And how much did it cost to mint it?
You know what? I don't think it cost me anything, to be honest. I didn't even see. I have to go back and check my my wallet, but I don't think it cost me anything.
Are you kidding me?
I transferred 1.5 to my wallet just as a quick test, but actually even cost me anything. I mean, but it didn't come up with any cost or anything like that, which it normally does. I'm gonna put myself on a mute for a second. My daughter's just doing something quickly, but I'm here listening to you guys.
All right, I'm gonna close this app right now because I gotta run to the city now. I just got called in about a half an hour ago, so we're gonna close this stream. We're gonna come back again soon and teach you some more really cool ways to interact with the blockchain, get into NFTs. If you guys want to follow NFTs.tips, we have a website where we've provided a bunch of material, education, community, so you guys can learn a lot more. So we'll see you guys soon. Keep smiling.
Have a good day, bro.
All right, guys.